El Paso. The fight capital of the borderland is here. Combat Fighting Championship returns with CFC 5, the city's fastest growing sports spectacle, where warriors rise and legends are born. Over 2,000 fans packed the house last time, and this time, the stakes are even higher. Unforgettable fights, electric energy, and a show you won't find anywhere else. Live at Speaking Rock Entertainment, October 18th. Tickets are selling fast, and when they're gone, Don't wait. Lock in your seat at eventbrite.com. Be ringside for the fights everyone will be talking about. Be part of history. Be part of CFC 5.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of A-Town Talk, the number one podcast from Anthony, Texas, and the only podcast in Anthony, Texas.
Hey, it's still a flex.
It's a flex. It's a big flex. Today, we're back here at Sun City Cantina off of George Dieter in El Paso, Texas, to break down some more CFC. Joining me today, I have one of the founding fathers of the CFC, promoter, matchmaker, fighter, coach, everything. Carlos Pacheco.
What's up?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you. How you doing?
Good. Thanks for being here. And in the middle of our Eiffel Tower here.
Oh wow. I'm ready. No.
We have a local fighter with an amateur record of 2-0. Made his CFC debut last CFC at CFC 4 and got an impressive first round finish by a rear naked choke.
Impressive.
That's right.
Very impressive.
Yes.
Jeremy, the Exotic West.
Hello.
The exotic one, Jeremy.
The exotic one.
That's right. I go by many nicknames. We got Exotic, Sensual Caramel, the Southwestern Snow Leopard, and there's more on the way. And I didn't come up with these guys; they gave them to me. I don't come up with my nicknames. People just say things. They say, "Oh, you got caramel skin. You're extremely jacked. You look like you're chiseled out of marble." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you." And they give me these names.
Yeah, he's created a crazy fan base since he started fighting.
Yeah, and they've told me that the most engagement, like they've had the most female engagement with the CFC Instagram page since I've been announced to fight or do anything really. And they use all these big words. You got like the Poindexters at the CFC headquarters, and they're in charge of social, and they're like, "Oh, they've never seen anything like this. It's off the charts." And there's like they have a paper, and it's like a graph, and it's like going back and forth all crazy. They're like, "Oh, these readings, we've never seen it, Jeremy." Then they use big words that I don't understand, like, "Oh, this is the most engagement from female followers we've ever seen. Wow."
I take offense to that because I handle the page.
You are the Poindexter.
I'm trying to paint a picture of like a lab, and there's a guy in a lab coat with like black frame glasses. But that's not. I mean, hey, let's make it look like that.
I'm usually in my car.
Carlos.
I'm working.
I'm trying to make it seem like a big operation, guys. Come on, let's keep the facade up. All right.
Well, yeah, man. You definitely have made a name for yourself, and I think out of all the fighters that I've gotten to meet and know, you definitely are far by the most charismatic one that we've gotten to talk to. So, I wanted to start off with you. So let's talk about how you got into the fight game. What brought you to this crazy world?
Wow, we're gonna have to go back to. We're gonna have to go to BE, Jeremy BE, before I was exotic.
Okay.
I was just a kid, and I really looked up to my dad, and he did Taekwondo. And I remember he was showing me a box of his old stuff from Taekwondo, and he had like ninja stars. I don't know what kind of Taekwondo he was doing in Vermont, but he had like nunchucks. He had like these little, they're like scythes, the scythes?
Yeah.
He had like mini scythes, and he showed me all these weapons, and he's like, "Yeah, I used to do Taekwondo back in the day. Here's my gi." And he showed me pictures of him back in the 80s when his hair was long. He had a mustache. He had short shorts on. He's throwing like flying side kicks. You see him, he's always first place at every tournament, smiling while holding a trophy. And then there's a guy next to him, and his face is like super red, and he's like, like super angry. And then I just asked him about it, and I think that started fascination somewhat with martial arts, because I feel like when you're a little kid, your parents are heavy influence on you.
Yeah.
And like my dad, he would always be going to the gym. I would always follow him to the gym. I saw him lifting weights. He would make me do push-ups. So he got me to be very active, and he introduced martial arts to me. And then that's how I started with Taekwondo when I was a little kid.
Oh, wow.
So here's the thing. I would say Taekwondo is definitely not a great base for MMA, but it's not a bad thing for a kid to do. Nowadays I feel like it's more common for kids to do jiu-jitsu, but I'm sure like Carlos, when you were a kid, karate, right?
No. Well, crazy you say that because no one knows the Guapo started with Taekwondo. Yeah.
And we're around the same age.
His dad's a Taekwondo coach.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he's like known to be like a wrestler.
Yes.
But,
Wow.
Yeah.
But I guess when I was a kid, my generation, I'm gonna show my age a little bit here, but yeah, I was like karate, Taekwondo. So I got put in Taekwondo, and I learned like how to kick properly. You learn flexibility, leg dexterity. You learn a lot of things. They do like calisthenics, so it's a good way to stay active, I would say, but definitely not effective for MMA. So I did that for like a year or two, and then I stopped doing martial arts, and I got into like basketball and all the sports you play as a kid. And then eventually found my way into Washington. My dad, he was in the military, so he got stationed in Washington, and we started going to this CrossFit gym, and it was also a mixed martial arts gym. So it was a large facility, one huge area for CrossFit. So that's how I started getting into like lifting and trying to do pull-ups and bench press. That's how I built this chest right here, baby. I was 12 years old. I was already benching 135. All right. See, they talk. Okay. So yeah, I started lifting. I started doing jiu-jitsu, and initially I hated grappling. I hated people on top of me, people sweating on me, people choking me, holding me down, making me struggle. It was not a good time. Yeah. And I definitely sucked. And I just stuck with it. And I got a little better. Eventually, a guy from that gym, he's a little older than me, this kid, his name was Coulter. And he was an orange belt. And I don't know if you guys know, there's kids belts. Yeah. Orange belt's one of the higher belts. It's like orange belt and then green belt. This kid said you should wrestle. So 8th grade, I start wrestling. 8th grade through high school, I get into, I really enjoyed wrestling, and I was also a big fan of UFC at the time. When I first got into jiu-jitsu, we would have watch parties. My first fight I saw actually was Anderson Silva, Chris Weidman, the first one. And everyone in the gym, they all hyped up Silva. They were like, Silva, he's untouchable.
Was that the one where he broke his leg?
No, he got knocked out.
That's the one where he got knocked out. Yeah. So I was already a big Silva fan going in. I'd watch his highlights and stuff. And I said, man, Silva, untouchable, unbeatable. And he played around too much and he got knocked out. Boom, and I was devastated. And I would say that was the birth of me being a UFC fan and having an interest in mixed martial arts. Because prior to that, MMA, we'd see it on TV and I didn't understand it. I thought it was just a bunch of guys hugging. I was like, this isn't interesting. Like, this isn't a cool martial art. These guys are holding each other against a cage.
That's what I wanted.
Right.
That's why I got into it.
You saw these bald shirtless guys with spandex on. He said,
I want that.
I want to be in the cage.
I want to be manhandled.
But when I was doing jiu-jitsu, our gym would also, we had fighters and then we'd go to support them locally. So that also generated an interest in MMA. And then, got through high school wrestling, I got back into jiu-jitsu after high school, doing a little bit of stand-up, but not really taking it seriously. I competed more in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I did Nagas, IBJJFs. I went to the Worlds in 2021. I got decimated, but a lot of experience competing in jiu-jitsu, and something inside of me always wanted to fight, but I just felt like I couldn't really handle it. I wasn't ready for it. My jiu-jitsu, when I would try to use it in MMA, it sucked. I did all these years of grappling.
Yeah.
I would try to hold people down. They would just stand up.
It's different though. And grappling to MMA grappling is very different.
Yes. Because you have to apply everything.
Well,
it's
you have
not
to,
just one.
So one thing when you're like just grappling, like, you can hold, you can do that, but in MMA, they're punching you, so you can't do that anymore. Like you can't accept being on your back. And some people have and just grappling, they'll just go off their back because they're really comfortable with their guard. Not in MMA. You're getting punched, you're getting elbowed.
And even the wrestling is different. My wrestling in first in MMA sucked. It was ineffective, pretty much, because I'm used to being in a crouch position, and you have to be able to stand up, mix in strikes, have strikes coming at you, worry about eating uppercuts, worry about eating knees. So I had my fair share of some beatings in MMA at first. There were some growing pains, but eventually I stuck to it. I got a little better, and last year I actually decided to take my first fight, but I tried to fight before. I tried to fight in 2019, but I couldn't mentally handle it. I would tell my coach, I want to fight. I want to do it. Mike, he knows. I would tell him, Mike, I want to fight. I want to do it. And then I'd be like, Mike, I can't do this, man. It's too much.
I believe it.
Yes. So it was a long journey.
So
me to get
What
where I
gym
am now.
are you fighting out of right now? Because I know you've trained at Elite as well, right?
Elite, City Wolves, and Matador pretty much. That's where now we have 2 facilities because City Wolves used to just be one gym, but Mike split it into 2 locations. So all of the jiu-jitsu happens at City Wolves and MMA and all the striking happens at Matador. And I go there. Mike, he helps me game plan pretty much, and he helps me put things together. And at Elite, work mostly on my striking and MMA sparring and kickboxing sparring too.
So let me ask you this, Carlos, because you are the owner and coach at Elite.
Yes.
How has Jeremy improved within the last year that you've seen him train there?
Immensely, but not only in the last year, like in the last 2-3 weeks, where like I'll watch his sparring and like I'll yell, I'm like, that's what you need to be doing, like, because we have like at our gym, especially on sparring days, we have like some of the best people in El Paso sparring there. So like it's one of those things where it's sometimes you have a really good day and sometimes you have a really bad day. You just get your ass beat by everyone there knows is like, and then I separate everybody. So like the fighters go with the fighters, the beginners, intermediates go with each other, which them too, they're scary. But it's like you have, Jeremy's over here sparring with like Guapo, AJ, Jeremy Alba, Andrea. She's tiny, but still Chino, amazing striker. Footwork is crazy. So these guys are just strikers. Jeremy's not. Jeremy, I
got Taekwondo black belt at 12 years old. All right.
Yeah. All right.
I'm a striker.
All right, Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
You want me to do a demonstration right now?
No, I'd rather not. But like a lot of the ways that I see him react now to just strict striking, like sparring, it's like from Jeremy on his first fight to right now is a much different fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's talk a little bit about your last fight at CFC 4. I mentioned earlier that you did a very impressive first round finish. What was going through your head, man? Because this was your second amateur fight, and I don't know the place where you fought before. Was it a big promotion or how?
Well, I fought for Fight World in Albuquerque, which actually they draw a pretty big crowd.
Cool.
It's a pretty big show. It's probably would you say the biggest amateur like low level pro show in New Mexico? Fight World.
Right now, yes. You got Anthony Pettis fight show coming up.
Yeah.
They're doing pretty good too. But for the most part, it's Fight World. Fight World is like the New Mexico league for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was a wrap. Like when I went, packed house, not as rowdy as the crowd that was there last time.
Oh, that was bad. That was bad.
But I would say a pretty loud crowd. Well, it's because we say that because the last time we went to support our guys for Elite, we had 3 fighters, and I think 3 fights broke out in the crowd, and apparently there was one outside.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Wow.
But luckily, nothing.
It's Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Right, but my first fight, nothing like that happened. Luckily, it was chill. And I remember my first fight. I was thinking I'm just gonna go out and brawl because I'd never been in a fight, really. I mean, the occasional childhood scrap that I lost as a child, I think I only won 1 fight. The rest, I'm like 1 in probably 5.
Do you remember the name of the kid?
Sam, I got my ass beat.
The guy, the kid that I beat,
Yeah.
his name was Gabriel. So we were playing, I think I told Carlos this story. We were playing Grand Theft Auto Vice City. We stayed up really late, and we're both riding a motorcycle, doing some cool jumps on the ramps over the water. We're getting chased by the cops. We're jumping over the water. The next day, the details, we forgot who actually did the cool jump over the water. And I said, I did the jump over the water. He's like, no, I did the jump over the water. And then he's like, no, I did it. And he grabs me and we're on the playground. He tries to throw me off. He grabs me and he tries to chuck me off of it. And I was like, whoa, dude, chill. And then I palm struck him right in the nose. So I guess I won by a sucker punch.
Bro, the kid died.
He started. Yeah, I sent his nose bone into his brain.
Disclaimer, kid is not dead.
He's not with us anymore. RIP.
He's not with us
2009. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, yeah, I lost a lot. And since I have been training, I don't go looking for trouble. I don't want to fight anybody, to be honest, on the streets. Nope. Yeah. That's the last thing I want to do. I always tell everyone, they're like, oh, what would you do in a street fight? Or like, would you elbow him or something? Would you do your jujitsu? I'm gonna run. I don't want to be in a street comp. I'm gonna try to run. I think I'm pretty fast. I'm probably faster than the average person that would try to fight me. I would hope so. But but prior to my first fight, I wasn't sure if I could fight. I had done all this training. I don't know if I could fight. I'm just a jiu-jitsu guy at this point.
He's just a jiu-jitsu guy.
Jiu-jitsu guy. But luckily, I was fighting another jiu-jitsu guy, and I was like, hey, maybe this is a chance to test my stand-up skills. So, yeah, I went for it. I didn't use a lot of tech. I was kind of embarrassed. I think even right after I won, I got a TKO on the feet, and I stood there with my arms down. I was like, I think that was kind of sloppy. And then I walk over. My coach, Mike, is like, put your hands up. And I was like... And at that moment, that's when they took the picture of me that looked so cool. Yeah. Because sometimes I'm like, how do I look so cool in these pictures? That doesn't look like me. But I'm like, hey, that's me. It doesn't feel like me sometimes, but yeah, it's me. And I got that done. First round TKO. What was your question? I feel like I derailed this whole thing.
Hey, but you know what? I will say it was hard to find Jeremy a fight. Yeah. As a debuting amateur with a brown belt, it's hard to find. You know, thankfully the person he fought was also a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, so it kind of worked out perfect. It was like, usually when you have two grapplers fight, they never grapple. Yeah, they just stand up. It's what happened, and it was
it's sloppy.
It wasn't even sloppy. It was just over real quick, because they started. I mean, obviously you start standing, and I think it was like within a minute or something. I think the other guy shot once. Jeremy was able to sprawl. Then they stood up, and then Jeremy just TKO'd him against the cage.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, shot, or he shot. I stuff it. I throw a knee. I throw him to the ground, and then I threw a couple. Yeah. And then he made his way up, and then I pursued him.
We were the second fight on that night, and that's the first time I've really gotten to enjoy the show. And that's when I met Exotic. Yeah, not Jeremy West. I met Exotic.
That's when Exotic was
He was
born.
Celebrating the win, and I was like, okay.
And they told me, they're like, we need to bring this to El Paso. You need to fight in CFC.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
And fast forward.
Make it happen.
Fast forward. And what was that like for you, man? Winning in a hometown crowd?
Winning at CFC?
Yeah.
Oh, it was incredible. I was extremely nervous going into my fight. And it's weird because I remember being at the face-off and looking at the dude, and I'm like, oh, he's shorter than I thought. He was listed as 6 foot. I'm like, I must be like 6'2" or something. And then I see him in the cage. For some reason, the guy looks massive. And I was thinking to myself, was the cage off a little bit? Yeah. Was it like a teeter-totter?
We do it on purpose.
Yeah. I was like,
this guy looks like blood sport. We have like the mat like that.
Hell yeah.
Like a Beyblade arena or what?
Yeah, Beyblade. It was weird. Because I was like, dude, this guy looks freaking big. But I held it in, you know?
But you also used to...
We fist bumped. Yeah, we fist bumped and you walked out. I remember that too. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, here we go. Yeah. And AJ, I was really lucky to have AJ in my corner that day because he kept reminding me to relax because I was very tense when I was warming up at first. Mm-hmm. I was like throwing my strikes. I wasn't calm. I was really frantic, and he was like, oh, man, just breathe, sit down, breathe. And I was like, okay. So he was there and he was telling me like, okay, how to set up my takedown, feint, like remember all the stuff we went over. And he was a huge help to me in my corner. So I just made sure I stayed calm. I held it in despite kind of, you know, I was definitely very nervous because it's a lot of pressure fighting at home. Yeah. I feel that you don't want to lose. You don't want to look bad in front of your home crowd. I invited all these people to come watch me fight. And I want to perform. I want to do well. I don't want to get embarrassed. And I mean, but by the time you're fighting, you're not thinking about these things. You're just, it's almost when I'm fighting, it's like I enter a flow state, I guess you could say, because it's everything is subconscious. It's like I'm not having conscious thoughts. Like things are just happening, and I'm reacting to them, and I'm, you know, I don't know how to explain it.
Well, like your fighting instinct, like fight or flight, kicks in,
yes,
right? Like,
yes. So it's not, like I said, not a lot of conscious thought. It's just your body's moving and you're reacting and you're going. Like all the training, everything has already happened. You already did all the thinking before, and now it's just time to perform under the bright lights.
Well, you know what? Like in your first fight, you were the second fight. So when you're one of the first fights, like you don't feel all that pressure because it's quick. Yeah. But in this one, he was towards the end of the amateur card, and like you see guys coming back and they're like all fucked up, or like it starts getting in your head.
It's the anticipation. It's like the roller coaster effect when you're about to get on a roller coaster and you see people get off and
but they're not happy. They're like concussed and they're laid out in stretchers.
They're crying. They're being carried in. Like it sucks, you know, when you're in the last fights because you see that, and then sometimes you see your friends come in like and they lost, so like it messes with you. So that's why you kind of have to disconnect from everything in the back and just, you know, like headphones is like are your best friends. Yes. Just disconnect from what's going on. Yep. Until it's your time. then, yeah. Aside from that, don't worry about the fights. Don't watch the fights. Like, not, yeah. It's,
Blinders.
Yeah.
I was watching all the fights though, but now I know this. I probably won't watch all the fights next time. But luckily, everyone, EKA guys, were doing pretty well. Like I saw what's his name get that head. Isaiah got that head kick.
Oh, yeah. I think that day as far as a team, we only lost one fight. Yeah. So I think we went like 5-1.
That's good.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Pretty good.
It was good.
It was a good night. It was a good night.
So I want to talk a little bit about your performance at CFC 3. You didn't fight,
Yes.
but you made your in-ring debut as the official ring boy of the CFC. How did
Yes.
that come about, dude?
Well, my fight, I found out at the weigh-in my fight was canceled. So you're walking in and you're like, I'm in my car. I'm listening to some music to hype me up. I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's do it. Got my parachute pants on, sunglasses.
In fact, he did.
In character, ready to go. And then I walk in and Carlos says, you're not fighting. He's like, your guy isn't going to show up. I was like, oh, took all the wind right out of my sails, man. I was pretty devastated. And I said, well, at this point, it's really out of my control. I pretty much did everything on my end. So what can we do now? And I started talking to Roland. I think it was you and Roland. And then we're like, hey, I want to be the ring boy or something. So I forget who came up with the idea first, but I was like, ring boy? And I was like, yeah, I want to be the ring boy. But that day particularly sucked because my brother was in town. My brother, he lives in South Carolina. And he flew in to watch me fight. He made my first fight, and he was going to fly in to watch this one. And then I had a friend from Colorado who flew in. So I had a lot of people coming from out. Well, not a lot of people. 2 people. Two. Not a whole lot. 2 people coming in to watch me fight. But a lot of friends, a lot of people I knew also coming to watch me fight. They say I was the top ticket seller. No, I don't know. Was I? I don't know.
No, that one I was.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Damn, he just
All right.
he just shut you down real quick. He's like, nah, it was me. Settle down.
But I got excited because look, it's something I could do. It's within my abilities to hype up a crowd, dance a little, make a fool of myself. I don't mind making a fool of myself, so I was cool with it. I was like, let's go, let's embrace it, and I'm gonna make history because on the next one I'm gonna fight. So how many fighters do you know that could do something like that? Be a ring boy.
Exactly.
Hold the card.
But not only, it's like,
party
okay,
going.
anyone can be a ring boy, just walk around, but they don't have what Jeremy has.
The energy.
Yeah, the energy.
They don't have
And
that exotic factor.
Mind you, it was freezing.
It was.
It was freezing. And
Yes.
Yeah, Jeremy was out there shirtless.
That's why I was moving so much. I had the booty shorts.
Yeah.
I was shirtless. I had to move. I had to, get going the whole time. I couldn't stay still. They had a blanket. We did have a blanket though. So
He
that was
stole
pretty
all
nice.
the girls' shine. Like,
Yeah.
he outshined all of them. Like, all of them together against Jeremy, and they had no chance.
Oops.
So what's next for Jeremy, man? When are you fighting next?
We don't actually have a date right now. We're looking for
November.
fights.
I think
November,
November.
December. I'm hoping I would like to fight again.
Yeah.
Soon. Yeah. I'm staying ready though. I'm training still 2-3 times a day. I'm still using this time to stay in shape and build on my skill set and just get sharp. Be the best I can, so that when the time comes, all I have to really worry about is getting in shape. I don't have to build my skills. It's just let's get ready for a fight. Let's get ready for high intensity training and a difficult fight. But yeah, I would like to fight again soon, and maybe here, maybe Arizona, Albuquerque. I don't know. Austin does shows.
I have gotten reached out by a few promotions already, so I haven't decided because we have a lot of fighters there, and I don't want to separate them into like 10 different cards. So if I can get like 3-4 of my students on one card, doesn't matter where it is. If I'd love to go to Austin, Albuquerque, Austin. For the most part, those are the only two, and Tucson. Those 3 have been hitting us up. But for sure, November. That's pretty much when he'll be fighting again.
November. I don't know who. And there's a lot of 55ers out there. There's like local guys. I don't know if we want to fight local though.
No, we at the last Fight World event there was a few guys that were like, oh, okay, that's a good fight for Jeremy. So I want to try and make that happen.
Yeah.
And how many more amateur fights before you go pro, man?
Shoot, I actually have been taking it one fight at a time. So honestly, I don't really know. I would like to build a big amateur resume though, and maybe win a title, and then just see if I'm really cut out for it because I've only had first round fights, so I feel like it's important to get as much experience as you can.
Yeah.
You know, maybe fight 3 rounds, maybe fight 5, get a whole lot of experience as an amateur, because once you go pro, there's no going back, and there's straight killers out there as a professional, especially at a weight class like 155. So
That
you
is-
really got to be ready.
45 and 55 are probably the weight classes. Those are the hardest ones. Yeah.
Have you had any fighters, Carlos, where they try to push to go pro and you feel like they're not ready and you kind of have to like
Oh yeah,
have
yeah,
that
for
talk
sure, a
with
lot of them. But you know what? It's like with Guapo, we struggle because we want him to get as much amateur experience as we can, right? But where he's at right now in his career, he's 7-1, number 1 in Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona, number 1 on the U.S. Southwest, and nationwide, I think he's like 6 or something like that. So like, it's hard getting amateur fights for him.
Yeah.
So it's like it's one of those things where I still want him to have more amateur fights, but there really aren't a lot of amateurs out there for him, you know?
So he's fighting at CFC 5,
Yes,
right?
Correct.
So let's talk a little bit about the card.
All right.
So CFC 5, Back for Blood,
Yes.
October 18th at Speaking Rock Entertainment. If you guys haven't been to a CFC event, you guys are missing out. These are fucking action-packed. There's nothing like it in El Paso. There really isn't.
No,
the biggest
no,
fighting
no.
promotion around here.
I would go as far to say they have the biggest show in the Southwest.
I think there's only
That's production.
as of right now. Well, production wise, I 100%. Like, we've been to a bunch of shows. We fought there just to go watch or whatever. But I feel, I'm not trying to sound biased, but we do have the best production.
Yeah.
As far as like the fighters get like a good walkout. You know, the screens that we have on there, like your walkout, like the smoke, the fog machine, the pyrotechnics, where we keep the fighters, like all that stuff, like, and it's a huge shout out to Speaking Rock because they put that together for us. It's like that's what they do. They have concerts, they throw shows, so they know what they're doing.
We
They're
get a
in
nice
the
space.
entertainment business.
Yeah.
We get snacks. They give us fruit,
Yeah.
protein bars.
It's crazy how much food is back there.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is,
chips.
dude. I
Yeah.
walked back there and I'm like, shit, can I grab some of this shit?
Bro, you can like once the night's getting closer to the last fight, everyone just starts packing like protein bars in there, and they're boxes and boxes into their bags, and they just take off. And then we have like a whole cooler, one's full of waters, one's full of like not energy drinks, but like protein
Prime.
drinks, coconut water, Prime, stuff like that. Like it's they try to spoil the fighters, and the huge screen that we have in the back to show the
pretty
fights.
badass.
Yeah.
No, it is awesome.
We're very spoiled at CFC, and I don't want to say too much, but you go to other promotions and there might not be much back there. There might just be a rectangular like mat. You know those ones that go on like elementary school walls?
Yeah.
There's like 4 rectangles on the ground for you to warm up on. It's like, all right.
Yeah, it's bro, like, yeah, I'll take it. We've warmed up in an alley in November in Arizona. Cold.
Oh, shit.
And no heater, no nothing. Like, yeah, so we've been we've been around.
That's good. So let's walk us through this fight. How many fights are we having now?
As of right now, I believe we're at 17.
Wow, and this is the most that we've ever
Yeah,
had?
you know what? I kind of I always shoot for 15 because I know 2 or 3 will fall off and we'll still have a full night of like 12 fights.
Yeah.
But something crazy happened last event where we lost 6 fights the day of. The week of, I'm sorry. And we ended up with like I think 9 fights.
Yeah.
I mean, it still went long.
Yeah.
But to avoid that at all costs, I'm making more. I was going to make 20 fights. And I said, if 3 fall off, we're still having 17 fights. I don't care. But that's the reason why I'm doing so many fights. I could still make like another 2 fights.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm still trying. We're a month out, but fighters fight, man. Fighters just love to fight. So a lot of people take people take 1 week notice fights all the time.
And I was going to ask you that, but you kind of just answered. Like, how hard is it? How hard is it to book a lot of these fighters? But you just said that they're all pretty hungry.
It is, but it's harder because I don't know if you've noticed. For the most part, everyone on CFC is a someone in some way or somehow. They have some type of reputation. So like, I'm not big on, it's no disrespect to, just debuters, O&Os, but like, I'm not big on doing that.
Yeah.
Because I want the who's who of the Southwest on CFC.
Right.
Yeah. So that's harder because a lot of people are after these fighters for their show. So sometimes it's like, it's kind of like a bidding war. Like, hey, well, I have this fight for you. Like, oh, okay, well then I'll give you this fight. Like, so it's a little difficult, but thankfully I've built a pretty good relationship with a lot of the coaches out here, and a lot of them do prioritize CFC over other shows.
And it sounds like you also want to showcase a certain level of MMA, because if you have debuts, sometimes you don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, man. Like, and then you know what? That's another thing, because I know a lot of promoters do this, matchmakers. I get people hitting me up all the time, and I tell them like, no, talk to your coach and have your coach talk to me. Mm-hmm. Sometimes people are like, oh, I don't have a coach. Well, then you're not fighting on CFC. Like, I hold the fights to a standard. Like, you can't be just some guy who loves MMA. I mean, I'll respect to you. That's cool, man. Like, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like the future stars of the sport.
Yeah, which I feel like you guys have done a great job. Perfect example is Jacobo.
Yeah,
he's been the main eventer for like the past 2-3 events already. Yeah. And
the early stoppage.
Yeah. And then this one, after his performance here, he got a contract to Fury.
Yeah.
And now he's going to be fighting there.
Yeah. And you know what? That's what we always wanted. We're not like, oh, you have to fight on CFC. Like, no, I mean, I still take my fighters to go fight other places, but essentially what CFC is it's a platform for bigger promotions to recognize these fighters, because the amount of talent and skill there is in El Paso, almost everybody's going to go somewhere. And like, Fury is what we were aiming for, because as far as Texas, Fury's the biggest promotion, and they're probably Fury and LFA are the biggest feeders into the UFC. Like, if you do good there, you're going to get noticed and you're going.
Yeah. So
that's our goal.
So let me ask you this: now that we've lost Jacobo, he's moved on.
Yes.
Who's going to replace that spot of the main event?
Man, you know what? There's so many talented fighters here in El Paso.
Jeremy.
Hey, I can't have an amateur headline. I'm sorry.
Well, we're gonna change the game. Yeah. We're making a big announcement right here.
There's so many pros, and you know what? This upcoming card, like, we have Chris. Chris is headlining. That's huge. But like, we have Andres Quintana on the card. Mm-hmm. That guy was an Ultimate Fighter, and he's not the main event. He could have been in the main event.
Yeah.
So a lot of the guys that we have can be the main event. There's a lot of really good fighters in El Paso at professional level who can be the main event, who aren't signed to a promotion already, that can definitely main event the card. And if not, we'll bring, big names in to headline the cards. But I think with the amount of talent in El Paso, there's more enough fighters that we can build the next person. And that's what we're trying to do, man. We're not trying to like, oh, you can only fight at CFC. No, these guys can fight anywhere else they want. It's just, we want to give them a place to fight, and we want to give them a platform, because we do have one of the biggest followings. If you look at how many people view our YouTube page, view our Instagram page, the interactions we get, like, if you do good on CFC, you'll get noticed.
Definitely. No, definitely. And I think, props to you guys, because you guys invest a lot of that production value, and you guys understand that you have to invest into that as much as part of it.
Yeah. And that's what we've always said. Like, fights are easy. You can put on fights and cool. But I mean, it's so much more than fighting. It's an event. We don't just throw fights. Like, there's a lot of interactions with the crowd. There's a lot of throwing out merchandise, giving away shots.
It's a show.
It's a show. And that's what we're doing. We're putting together a show, not just a fight. Because fights, I mean, it's like, there's like 4 promotions in El Paso. Like, you can go watch a fight anytime.
Yeah.
But we want to give you an experience. We want to give you a show.
Yeah. No, definitely. So you said Chris is headlining this one. Is he going up against Ian?
No. Chris is actually fighting Michael Bustamante from Colombia.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's funny. So what happened? The way we came up with this fight and Back for Blood and everything was Chris came with us to go corner Andrea for Fury for her title fight.
Yeah.
Because he's one of the jiu-jitsu coaches. He usually doesn't go, but for this title fight, she brought all her coaches. So we were all out there in Houston. And then, we're just meeting, talking, training, and then he's like, I want to fight one more time. And I'm like, dude, you shouldn't have told me. Like, the moment he told me, I was like,
you booked it right there.
I'll put you on. Yeah. So I just had it in my head, and, he did too. And, props to him, because anyone can say that, but like, to actually commit to it, like, he's been training, he's been coming into the gym with us, he's been sparring with us, he's been dropping the weight. There was a few guys locally that were like, okay, that's a good fight, whatever. But things would just end up happening. And then when we booked Andres Quintana versus Dumar Roa from Colombia, one of the ones that he knows messaged us, and he's like, hey, I want to fight. So I started looking the guy up, and I was like, damn, this guy's like entertaining. So I sent him to Chris, and I was like, what do you think? And then you know what, like it took him like a day, and then he's like, yeah, I'll do it. So that's how we got that fight booked. And so we're flying him in from Colombia. We're flying 2 guys in from Colombia. So it's gonna be a good fight. I mean, it's your typical striker versus grappler, because Chris, I mean, though he has striking, he's a grappler. He's a black belt. And Michael, he's a purple belt, but he's a very good striker, super technical kickboxing.
How long ago did Chris fight? How long has he been out for?
I think it's like 8 or 9 years. Yeah.
Oh wow. So this is definitely like his comeback story.
Like it's like a one time thing. Like he just he said he wants his kids to watch him fight, and they're old enough to where they'll remember now. So essentially that's what he's doing. He wants his kids to watch him.
And right off into the sunset.
Yeah, and that's it. That one and done. Everyone says that. I said one and done. I was my comeback fight last year. I've had like 3 fights since.
And when are you fighting?
I was supposed to fight, but I got an injury. I do believe my last fight for sure, because of my injuries and stuff, my last fight ever will be next year. One of the CFCs, it'll be my last fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
For a title.
For
a title.
Throw a belt. Let's throw a belt
for the
on him. Why not?
You should make a BMF.
Yeah.
El Más Chingón.
El Más Chingón, yeah. Ghetto ass version. No, not for a title, man. I'll do my last fight here in El Paso. It only makes sense.
Yeah. Cool. Good. All right. So that's main event. Co-main event. Who do we got?
We got El Paso's favorite villain, Javier Cepeda, lights out. Well, I don't know, because him and Ian, they're really battling for it, because no one likes Ian.
Yeah.
I mean, I like him. I have nothing against these guys. Like I tell him, man, it's the show, and they're doing great. But Javier Cepeda, he is fighting John Calderon. John, El Paso native, moved out to Phoenix. He had a pretty good amateur career, and he's been trying to fight for a while now, but he just had this like lingering injury on his knee, and then it got better, and then he's like, hey, I'm ready to fight. So it was supposed to be amateur. The last one last amateur fight goes straight into pro, but instead he just ended up debuting pro. And
It was a last minute decision, right? At the last CFC.
It was a last minute, like, hey, you guys, because his opponent didn't tell us, and he took a pro fight out in Mexico, and he's like, hey, I took a pro fight, like, do you think I can still fight amateur? And I was like, that's not the way it works, bro. Like, you're a professional now.
Yeah.
So I told John, he's like, yeah, I mean, I wasn't gonna get paid anyways, like, yeah, might as well, I'll do it. So John ended up winning second round TKO, I believe. So now we have John, hometown favorite, versus Javier Cepeda, he's built a pretty good name with himself here in El Paso with CFC. He's not from here. He's from Roswell.
Right?
And I tell you, man, like he's played the part well, where he's become El Paso's villain. And I like him. I have nothing against him. Super cool guy. But he knows what he's doing. He plays the role right.
And he's coming off a win as well.
Yeah, he's coming off
the
a
best.
Yeah.
Stone Cold
Cepeda. Just whip their ass.
And he's always chirping. I love it.
Yeah.
Whenever he goes to that face off, he's always like bark.
Yeah. I remember him and Ricardo were facing off, and he was saying all this shit, and Ricardo's like, I don't know English. Yeah, he's like, I don't know English. And Cepeda still kept talking. So that was Cepeda's debut with us, with Ricardo. He won. He beat him by TKO, I believe, in the second. And then he fought Jacobo, and he got put to sleep in the first. And then he fought Eli, and he beat him with a.
He got right back in there. Like, respect to him, man.
No, he told me, he's like, hey, I want to fight again. I can't go out like that. So next show he was on, he fought Eli, and then right away he's like, hey, I want to come back. And it's because I think a lot of these guys, they all tell me they appreciate the way they're treated here. With everything that goes on in the background. The exposure we give them with, like, we promote these fighters a lot, because to some people they might just be local fighters, but to us they're the stars of the show. Like, you gotta treat them that way. So right away he's like, I want to fight again, and then we booked it like immediately.
He's I got to talk to him a little bit when at the after party here hosted at a Sun City Cantina, which we'll be doing again this year. Again, right?
Yeah, some people want to forget some things about that night. It's a good night. Now, we'll be doing it here again.
Yeah.
And I tell you, like, this is where I really talked to him a lot, and I was like, oh, he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Like,
I talked to him too. He's really
he's a super cool guy. And he even told Jacobo afterwards, he's like, hey, I want to fight you for that belt. He's like, I have nothing against you, no disrespect. I just want that belt. Like he just loves to fight, man. And actually, when he fought Ricardo, his brother Andres, that's what he told me. He's like, "Hey, get me a fight. I want to fight." And I was like, "Dude, I don't think we can afford you. You're like a huge name." And then like after this last fight, we were here actually, and Javier called him. He's like, "Hey, Carlos says he can get you a fight." I was so drunk, bro, that I told him like, "I'll fight you. I'll fight."
Oh my God.
I told him like, "I'll fight you for the show. I don't mind getting my ass beat." And then the next day I was like, "No, I do mind. I don't want to fight you. You're gonna beat my ass."
What did I do?
Yeah.
What did I agree
It was literally one of those like, "Shit, what did I do?"
He's like, "Nah, never mind. Take it back."
Yeah, I take it back. But yeah, Andres is on the card too. So that fight's actually really good. The John Calderon and Javier Cepeda. Super talented. Javier has really, really good striking, really good takedown defense. John hits super hard for a small guy. Great jiu-jitsu, great wrestling. Honestly, like, I don't know what's gonna happen.
They're fighting at 25 or 35?
35.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh wow.
That'd be good.
And you said they're fighting for a title?
No, they're
okay.
not.
Okay.
There's two scenarios. Well, there's one scenario actually, right? Well, actually, no, I'm lying. There's two. So let's say Cepeda wins, right? All right, and his next fight will be for the vacant 35 title.
Okay.
Because he's built a name for himself here already.
Right.
He'll be coming off 2 wins, and then we'll just bring someone from El Paso or someone from somewhere else to fight him for that title. But if John wins, I want to do John versus Ian because they're both fighting at 35 for the title.
Oh.
Because Ian is fighting Fernando Chavez from SVG, 35er from here well, he's not from El Paso, but he moved here, so he represents El Paso. And he's fighting Ian Varela at 135. So if John wins and Ian wins, that's the next fight for the vacant title. Because I mean, John in El Paso, he's a huge name. Ian, not even just in El Paso, Albuquerque, he's fought on Fury, he's made a good name for himself, so he deserves that. And if Cepeda wins and Chavez wins, they'll probably fight for it.
Yeah. Yeah, and Ian's coming back with the chip on his shoulder. I saw him post.
Too many on his shoulder, bro. You gotta get crazy.
He's saying that he wants a different ref out there.
Yeah, so one. I mean, we have 2 refs, so we probably will put another ref for him. Yeah, and it's not even so much for him; it's for the ref. Like I just don't want the same thing that happened last time to happen again. Because it's like, I get it. It's cool if you're watching outside. You're like, oh shit, they're fighting inside the cage like this and that. Like it's cool, but it's not. That shouldn't be happening. And especially when you're in a cage where each corner is filled with like 5 fighters. Who's gonna stop them? Like it's gonna go on for a while.
Brawl.
Yeah, so we want to avoid that at all costs. Like thankfully we're in a sport that if you don't like me, we can just fight. So yeah, it's more for the ref than for Ian. Yeah.
Poor camera guys in the side of the octagon. We're just in the middle of everything.
You guys are,
all the chaos, right?
Yeah, all the chaos, but you can't stop filming.
No, dude.
It's content.
Yeah,
it's content. Yeah.
I remember when Ian came in at CFC 3 after the Jacobo fight.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't even know who Ian was or anything. I was kind of new to all of this. But I saw him and Jacobo like talking shit through the cage.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, he's inside. And then I'm like, oh, fuck. And I'm just like, just keep rolling.
Well, I told Ian, if Jacobo wins, I told Ian, sit cage side. Right? If Jacobo wins, I want you to come in. And we already had the flyers ready.
Yeah.
Like if he won, we had the flyers ready.
They had a graphic.
We had a graphic on the screens.
Yeah.
Like, we told the guy that handles that, if Jacobo wins, right away, put the graphics up because his next fight is here. And Ian came in and like, it's not scripted. We can't write that. Like there was just like chaos. It was, and Ian plays. I tell you, bro, these guys, they do a really good job in playing their part. Like Ian's just a very emotional person. So it's not that it's good, but like for us as a company, it's good because it sells the fight. So yeah, it was good. Yeah.
And that's what you need to get people invested into a fight. Like,
yeah,
you got to make it emotional. You got to make it personal.
Yeah. I mean, you did the little countdown for us.
Yeah.
Like like you gotta hype people up into wanting to watch that fight.
Yeah.
Because I can't just announce a fight and expect everyone to get super hyped about it. I mean, like the diehard fans, they know who's fighting. Like, oh shit, I can't believe John's fighting Cepeda. It's gonna be crazy. But if we tell a story and we show the audience how much they don't like each other, and just a little history between them, then it gets people invested. It's like, oh shit, now I want to watch that. So we're not doing anything new. We're just taking the blueprint that the UFC does. We're just applying it to what we do.
Yeah. Show the world who the fighters, because it's true. A lot of like even myself, like I've been doing this with you guys for this year.
Yeah.
And I'm still getting to know all the fighters, and like I think I know enough now.
Yeah.
To kind of get it, and I get excited when I see some of these lineups. But for the average Joe or the person that's this is their first CFC event, like how do they get invested? And I think that's a great way of doing it.
Yeah, because they see the poster and they just see a versus and two guys. Like, I don't know who those guys are, but okay, cool. I'll go watch it, or maybe I won't want to go watch it. But if like the ads keep popping up, like the face off, I mean not the face off, but the countdown, the little teasers, if that keeps popping up, they start recognizing the face and they're like, oh, that guy fights good. I always see him on my Instagram or my Facebook. I want to go watch him fight. So you get them invested into what, because we have a certain demographic, right? So not everyone in El Paso is a fight fan, but we create new fight fans. We do ticket giveaways, like, because now you have to find a friend to go with you. Maybe that friend doesn't like MMA or fights, but you're just, hey, I have a ticket, come with me. And they fall in love with it, because there's nothing like watching MMA live. It's the most entertaining sport live. Not because I do it or I love it, but because it is. Like, it's
hands down.
Yeah.
Like, you go to baseball, in reality, like, a lot of people go to like the Chihuahuas games and stuff like that, not to like diss on them, but you go and you don't really pay attention to the game.
You go drink, you go eat, you go have fun. Like,
But what I've noticed in CFC, and it's not just me saying this, even like Adrian from ESPN 600 was saying, like, people are invested. People are watching the whole time.
Yeah, they're watching because there's knockouts. It's like, and that goes back to matchmaking too. I can't just put these two random Joes against each other. Like, it has to be two people that I know are going to come fight. Like, I don't really remember there being a boring fight in CFC. Like, even if it's a decision, like, they're going crazy on it, But for the most part, everyone on CFC is a finisher. Yeah. Like, it's all part of the matchmaking. And then once you're there, it's not just the fights, it's the environment that's there, the music that's playing between rounds. It's not just quiet between rounds. Like, there's always a vibe.
There's always something going on.
There's free shots being given away. There's a ring boy.
It's always engagement with the audience.
Yeah, and it's I think we do a pretty good job with that. But the fights alone can sell, like they do, because they're very good fights. They're good fighters. We also invest money in, not just us, every promotion. You invest money in bringing a fighter from out of town, from flying them in, like from Colombia. Like, it's not cheap, but like, yeah, man, we build the best fights around.
Speaking of flying people in, what you guys have done also is bring in professional fighters for fans to meet and stuff like that. So
so we bring high level UFC fighters, and it's cool. I mean, to be honest, like, it's a lot of money, but it just adds to the show. Like, you're used to, like, we're watching it right now. You're used to watching these guys on TV, these girls. And then we announced, like, hey, guess what? Alexa Grasso's going to be here. You're like, oh, shit. Just to get the chance to go meet her, you're going to go to the show.
Yeah.
Brandon Moreno's going to be here. Chito Vera, right when he fought Sean O'Malley, he came in. Carlos Condit. I mean, I was biased because that's my favorite fighter ever.
Yeah.
Valentina
was here. And Valentina was here. We honestly, we didn't bring her. Like, that was, she was here with Mondo. She was in her training camp. And she came to watch her teammates fight. And we're just like, we don't want to say that we brought you, but we have to, like, you're the UFC world champion. Like,
you have to acknowledge that.
We have to acknowledge that you're here. You deserve it. Yeah. So we changed it. We didn't say that we were bringing her. We just said she was going to be in house, and she was taking pictures of people. Like, she was super cool. Yeah. Like, I trained with her over there at Zen. Super cool person. But, like, it's just at CFC shows, it goes back to, it's a vibe. There's engagement. Like, the UFC fighters are walking around. Like, there's just so much. The Charlie Clark guy's dancing around everywhere. Yeah. Bobby Bones.
Oh, that guy.
Yo, we need to do a dance off. Jeremy versus Bobby Bones.
Okay, now, would I give him some competition? Maybe. Would he beat me? Absolutely. I cannot compete with that guy.
You have to know what battles you're gonna lose.
Yeah. Absolutely. I could not beat that guy. He's up on the cage. Like, I've been seeing that guy dance since I think I was a kid. Like, since I was a teenager at the outlet mall.
Yeah, that guy's job is literally just hyping people up at Charlie Clark.
Just walking by.
Bro.
We are family.
Yeah. Like, even that.
And every song
he'll get like the people on cage side to dance with him. So it's just like, it's a party.
Yeah.
Like, it's super cool, man.
Yeah. We need to bring him back.
But you know what sucks? Like, it's not that it sucks. Well, for me, it sucks. I don't get to enjoy the show. ever I'm working. So like I'm always backstage or with my fighters, just back and forth. You see
Or
me walk
fighting.
out with or fighting.
Yeah.
I never get to enjoy the show, but like from what I hear from my friends or people that go, my family, of course, they're always like in the front. Like the show is amazing. Like you leave there and you're still like, oh shit, when's the next one? And like, unfortunately, we only do 3 a year, right? So, which I mean, fortunately, but unfortunately, so it's cool because they did want to do more shows, but I said no. Like at least for my opinion, you know, when we meet up, and I was like, no, dude, because then it just becomes, oh, they're here again next month. Like it's, you know, like you want to build it up and like, oh shit, it's like 2 more months. I can't wait for them to put CFC on.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of local promotions, other local promotions going on right now. So it's like, I love MMA. That's literally my life, my passion. But after a while, you're just like, oh, again this weekend there's MMA.
We're not even
Like,
gonna say their names.
Yeah,
No, I'm just kidding. We're not even getting
No.
the light of day.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I mean, I'm cool with that. I put fighters on their
kidding.
shows anyways.
Just
You know,
kidding.
like I'm very big about El Paso versus everyone else. So I'll support as much as I can. Like I have enough fighters where I can put someone on every show. Can't say the same for a lot of other people, but but yeah, like I'm all for it, you know. But like I said, that's why CFC is good. That's only 3 times a year, because then it's repetitive. It's, you know.
Yeah, and then I think that way it lets it be bigger
Yeah.
for that same reason.
Yeah, we build it up. Like you know, we build it up for months in advance. Like as soon as one show ends, that same night we're promoting the next show already. Even if it's like 8 months away or whatever,
Yeah.
we're promoting already.
You see it everywhere.
Yeah, so
Billboards.
yeah, so if you're watching at the end of this show, don't wait to buy your tickets, because we always do 50% off every single ticket the day of. So like VIPs will be half off. General admissions half off. Like it's your chance to do it. Like don't wait.
Yeah, no, definitely don't wait. And just, I mean, follow them on Instagram, follow them on YouTube.
Jeremy West, you got
We
some-
gotta talk about the most anticipated professional debut.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
We're missing a lot of these
Victor
fights, man.
El Guapo.
Yeah,
Santi
man.
Yan.
Oh, that's
Victor
right, that's right.
Santillan,
Come
man.
on, guys.
Yeah, come
You gotta
on,
put
Johnny.
them over.
Come on, Johnny.
We gotta put these guys over.
Not only that, man, we have 3 title fights, man.
Okay, let's go over the title fights.
All right, first title fight. And we're gonna go in order of weights, the way we do it usually.
Okay.
So Santi won. Santi, that's another guy. Santi Gonzalez out of Albuquerque, SFS. Shout out to that guy. Super cool guy. Him and his team are always great. So he came on CFC 1 and he fought Yani. So that was a great fight because they both got dropped, but Santi ended up getting the knockout. He comes back and then he fights David Loki Gutierrez, who was knocking people out.
Yeah.
So I was like, there's another 2 knockouters. We made that fight happen. Santi knocks him out like in 12 seconds. And then I was like, dude, Santi's so deserving of a title shot for the first, like the inaugural bantamweight title. So he fights Rudy, one of my guys who was 3-0 at the time. And that's the card that I fought on. They go all 5 in like 30-degree weather, freezing. Santi wins by split decision. So as soon as that fight ended, we already knew who he was fighting. He was gonna fight Adan here from El Paso. Adan Lopez trains with us at Elite and trains at Bloodline Boxing. So yeah, he's next for Santi. That's the first title fight that we're opening the card up with.
That one looks to be entertaining.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. And then we were up at Fight World. We saw Santi's last fight. He lost. The guy was able to control him with wrestling. So Adan's a wrestler. So I don't know if we're gonna see the same thing. But everyone, if you're watching from outside, you see Santi and you're like, nah, dude, that guy doesn't hit that hard. I can take it. Once you're inside, like there's just something about that guy that
He's got like natural power.
he just has like
That left hand.
yeah, bro, that left hand.
lightning
And,
left.
and I actually think he dropped Yani with a right because he was moving forward. So he has power in both hands.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, if Adan can impose his will, which is his wrestling and his grappling, he should get it done. But it's MMA. If he tries to stand with Santi, I don't care who's standing in front of Santi. If he catches you clean, you're gonna go down. You're gonna
you're
go
in
out.
danger
Yeah,
for sure.
You're going to sleep.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna be waking up and asking what happened. Like Santi just has stupid power. So that's not someone you stand in front of. And you could say like, oh, I'll just take him down. But like once you're in there, you have to watch out. Uppercuts might come. His takedown defense. After a while of shooting so many times, you're gonna get tired and you're not gonna be able to have the same pop on your takedowns anymore.
Wears on you for
Yeah.
sure.
So what happens when your takedowns go out the window? You have to stand with him, you know? And he has cardio. So
He showed it that fight against Rudy too. Like
Yeah.
that fight was grueling.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not an easy fight either way.
So opening up with a bang.
Yeah, opening up the titles at least, right?
That title fight. And then who else we got?
We
fighting for a
got
title?
Nico, 9 lives. I think he went back up to 9 lives because he won. He was like at 7 lives.
Yeah.
But he's back
He's
up.
regained
he got
his
a one
lives.
up,
He's
a two up.
Yeah, he's regained his lives. He was supposed to fight. I had offered it to another guy here in El Paso, and it just didn't happen for some reason. So Steven, who stepped in as commentator for our last show, he's a 55er, and he had told me, hey, if you can find me a fight, that'd be great, 55. But I want to go pro. If not, I would love to do commentating. And I was
Oh, and
like,
I'm
okay,
coming
cool.
for that spot, by the way. That comment, Head Kick Audio, hit me up, please. I want to do commentary on the next show.
No,
I feel
you're
like
on.
GSP when he's on his knees. Dana, please give me a title shot.
You're on. You're on. You
I
are.
am? That's
yeah.
it. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
I won't let you down. All right, and we got to collaborate. We're gonna bounce off each other. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna study. I'm gonna get my notes ready.
Get your
Keys to
notes ready.
victory. I'm gonna color
Yeah.
commentary, whatever you need me for.
Yeah, so Steven's not doing it.
Sorry. Okay, continue. We're talking
we'll
about
go back to the
fights.
fight. We'll
Yes,
go back
of
to the
course.
fight.
Sorry about that.
So we
guys.
got Steven Esparza out of J Pages in Phoenix. Those guys are great, man.
very experienced amateur.
Yeah, very. He has a ton of amateur fights. So I was like, hey, I don't have a pro fight for you, but would you do one last one for a title? He's like, oh, fuck yeah. Same thing with Nico. Nico's like, I want to go pro already. I was like, well, just do one more amateur fight. Just do a title. You deserve it. You build a big name for yourself in CFC.
Yeah.
He loves CFC, by the way.
Yeah, talk about a crowd pleaser,
Yeah.
bro. Nico
Yeah.
always comes, puts on a show. Win or lose, he's exciting. He
Yeah.
always goes for the kill, always trying to finish.
Yeah, just don't give him the mic because he'll drop it and we'll get in trouble. Nico, don't drop the mic. Okay, we got in trouble.
Did a mic drop.
Yeah,
but
don't
he
do
did a
that.
great speech though.
Yeah,
he's always shouting out his cats.
Yeah, Baby Anna. Shout out to Baby
Baby
Anna. But they're fighting for the title, for the 55 title. So I mean, like I said, it's kind of like whoever they both said they're going pro after. So we do have a vacant spot for it. But we'll be building some local fighters up at 55 if you know anyone.
I might know a guy.
Yeah, I know a guy. Damn, that's a 55er.
To fit all that in? Yeah, 55. Not right
After
now.
that-
Not 55 right now. Definitely not.
After that, we have everyone loves watching heavyweights. Everyone, because all it takes is one from a heavyweight, and you're going
Yep.
to sleep. So we had CFC 1. We had trouble finding someone for Ben Coronado, Big Ben. All right, Big Ben. That's the only fight he's ever done. Honestly, like it's kind of sad. I wish he would fight more, but whatever. So we had someone lined up for him, and they pulled out last minute. I think it was like the week of, and then that's like my worst nightmare. Fighting a fight in a week notice against a huge heavyweight.
Especially for heavyweights.
Yeah, it's like, and they're a rare breed, right?
Yeah.
So I hit up. How did I end up fighting Adrian? I don't know how I ended up fighting Adrian, but I messaged his coach, and he was like, "Oh yeah, we have a heavyweight. We're down to do it." And he's like, "We just have to be a super heavyweight because he's like 280." And I was like, "That's fine, bro. Works for Ben. Ben can stop cutting weight." So he came in. He lost the decision to Ben, which, if you've ever trained with Ben, to lose a decision to Ben is crazy because that guy hits so
Lord.
hard.
Damn.
And since that fight, Adrian hasn't lost. He's gone on like a 3-fight win streak. And the crazy thing is, Dylan Matthews, right? He's coming off a loss. Like he got rocked like in 10, 12 seconds, bro. Like,
Oh shit.
and he told me, I want to fight Adrian. This is my confidence fight. Like that's a crazy confidence fight, bro.
Yeah.
Adrian is. So I mean,
That guy's got hands.
I love the confidence on Dylan. Because Adrian's fucking
Puts together combos, puts it on people. I've seen his fights.
great boxing, bro.
Yeah.
I saw him fight in Tucson. I took some fighters out. He fought. His takedown defense was on point, bro. He couldn't get taken down. And Dylan asked for this fight, so I was like, dude. And Adrian's coach did tell me we'll take it, but I think we're deserving of a title. Adrian's gone on 3-fight win streak since CFC, and I was like, yeah, for sure, we'll do it. And that's how that fight happened, bro. So that's. I mean, if it goes to like two rounds, I'll be surprised, bro, because Adrian hits super hard. Dylan is a finisher, man. Dylan ends up finishing fights. I think he's had like one decision victory, but he does finish fights, man. So, and if you go to the ground with him, I don't remember seeing Adrian's ground game. I've just seen him stand. So I don't know how his ground game is. I'm sure he's he's great on the ground too.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a tough fight, man. That's both ways.
It's like two different styles, and then I think Dylan likes to play the range a little bit more. So if
Yeah.
you can keep him at bay, stay long, then he could,
Yeah.
So
it could go his way. But we'll
safe
see.
to say this one probably won't go past round 1.
I would say round 2. It doesn't go past round 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's exciting.
Yeah, that's always honestly like none of those title fights are going the distance. Like, bro, these guys are all finishers. Yeah.
I love when we say that. It's like it's definitely not going.
And it goes the full.
Yeah, and then it goes to a
It
decision.
can't go the full 5, man, because we
can't go.
We gotta cut the 9
Come on,
out like
heavyweights.
yeah.
We don't like seeing heavyweights in round
Yeah.
4 and round 5 anyway. Come
Yeah,
on,
bro,
guys.
because I don't think heavyweights want to be in round 4 or 5.
Maybe the flyweights, but not the heavyweights.
Yeah, the heavyweights, nah.
The other
and
title
then
fight?
we have. Who is the other title fight?
You got Nico.
We got Nico Adan and
Oh, we covered them all. That was
yeah, we
heavyweight.
covered it.
Yeah.
We did have Paul Dakota fighting.
Paul.
Paul was gonna fight Shuda Nunez.
The
but
Shuda.
The Shuda. But some stuff happened, so that fight fell through. So we're still looking for a replacement for Paul to still fight. 1 month out, so it's still enough time. So we'll have 4 title fights.
We got the debut of Yani, who always lights the crowd on fire,
Bro,
sparks people
another
out.
fan favorite, Yani.
Yeah.
The KO King. Him and Santi are like the KO Kings.
They have dynamite. in
Yeah,
his
well, you know
hands.
what? I kind of have to take that away from Santi because he didn't finish the Rudy fight. But he's still a KO King. That guy's won more bonuses. He won a bonus for that fight too. He's won a bonus for us every single card he's
We
been
got like
on.
fight
I
of the
think
night.
Yanni
Yeah,
had,
he
like,
got fight of the night.
Out of the night.
Like my favorite KO of last CFC. His
Yanni's-
KO,
oh my
Yanni's
God.
KO was brutal.
Of Arturo.
Brutal.
Arturo's tough, man, because he took him for a while.
You know what's crazy? Because like I do like the editing and stuff, so I was listening to them, like the commentators' head kick. They were talking about like how Arturo had like a chin,
Yeah.
like a minute before that,
And then boom.
like oh,
Goes to
chin,
sleep.
Bro, he
chin is
catches you
gone.
Yeah.
clean. I think I think that guy could probably knock out a middleweight.
Yeah.
Yanni?
So what Yanni and Santi have is they're not TKOers. They hit you and you go to sleep.
You spock out.
Yeah,
That's what the British say.
Like they just what they need to do now is a walk off KO. Like they know they have it, just walk off.
Mark Hunt, pull a Mark Hunt next
pull a
fight,
Mark
Yanni.
Hunt. But these guys, they're fighters. They hit you and they're gonna keep hitting you until you stop them,
Yeah.
right? But I think it's cool. Like when you hit someone, you just walk off.
Just
Like,
walk off. Yeah.
That would be
So,
a viral moment too, I'm sure.
He's debuting, pro debut, because it was kind of tough to fight him. Not that people don't want to fight him, but some people were already booked and some fights just didn't make sense. So I just told him, I was like, look, bro, like, how about we just go pro? And then, he, like, in a heartbeat. But, like, I mean, he said yes, but he's like, let me talk to my coach. And Jay Page is super cool guy. He was like, yeah, for sure. Well, let's fight someone. So at the expo, I bumped into Javier Ovalle from Pro Athletes, and he has a team of just small guys. Like they're all small pros, 25ers, 35ers, and I was like, hey,
That's offensive.
any of you? I mean, it's the truth, man. Well, at least the ones that have a visa because they're in Juarez.
150 and under.
He does have like
men.
a few 55ers, but they don't have a visa.
Oh.
So I was like, hey, Yanni wants to debut pro. Do you have anyone? Like he's 3-3 as an amateur, 100% finish rate, and immediately he's like, oh yeah, I got some people. So then he sent me a message like the next day. He's like, yeah, one of my guys said he'll do it. And Meru, he's trained with us off and on for years. Super cool guy. He's not boring at all. He loves to strike. He has good grappling. So I mean, it's gonna be a good fight, man. And he has 7 pro fights already.
Damn,
Yeah,
I'm excited. I'm excited to see Yanni again.
I got a
Yeah.
question.
yeah.
So we're about to watch Jean Silva and Diego Lopez. Who do
Diego
you guys think
Lopez.
is going to win? You're going with Diego.
Diego Lopez.
Who do you got?
Yeah, Diego Lopez.
You got Diego?
I love
got
Diego
Silva.
I'm
Lopez.
saying the dogs are going to be out in Vegas. Oh, I'm going Jean Silva.
Bro, it's 'cause-
Knockout.
Yeah, man. That guy has that's another guy just has stupid power,
Yeah.
man. And he's so patient with it too. Like he doesn't fight like I don't know. He just like kind of stands there.
I think Diego leaves some openings, but also here's the thing. Silva, his teammates lost. He has to avenge them.
yeah,
He's like the last Ninja Turtle right now.
Oh, they
the
all lost
last
last-
Ronin.
last
He's the only one who hasn't lost yet. Because Prates lost when he fought Ian Gary. Caio just lost, and Mauricio just got subbed.
Roofy.
That was a good fight.
So he's got to put it on for the fighting nerds, man.
He has to.
But it's gonna be a good fight, man. It's I wish it was Diego Lopez and Yair, just so Diego can beat
the
Yair's
shit
ass. I don't like Yair, by the way, guys.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Hey, that
would've been
should be your
perfect.
last fight, dude. You
Yair?
versus Yair.
Yeah, let's bring him to
Dude,
CFC.
I'm trying to win my last fight, bro.
Not get spinning heel kick knockout.
Bro, not get
like
embarrassed. Bro.
Taekwondo jumping switch kick knocked
It's
out.
crazy because
Yeah.
honestly, I thought you liked me. I thought we were cool, Johnny, but if you want me to fight, yeah, you caliber fighter. We're
I think you could
obviously
take him.
not.
I think your stand-up's better. Does he
I
have?
mean,
Does he run a gym called Elite Kickboxing Academy?
Yeah, yeah,
Is
we
his
are the
striking
elite.
You are the
I don't
elite.
think so.
You know what? My students are elite. I'm just, I'm not, bro. Like my students are.
Oh, I something just hit my mind. I have a question.
I
Do you
have an
guys
answer.
know who was responsible for releasing the fights on YouTube for CFC 4? Do you know who uploaded them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I recently viewed my fight.
Yeah.
They have the entire entrance of my opponent,
But not yours.
mine was cut out. So I want the exotic cut to be released. No, I'm sure it was for
Okay.
copyright
exotic-
reasons or
No,
something.
no, no. Hey,
right?
look
The
into the
music.
camera. Look into the camera.
Release the exotic
John Rivas.
cut. John Rivas, where are you? We
Yep.
need to have a word. No,
It
I'm
was
just
John
kidding.
Rivas.
But I'm sure it was probably due to copyright because of the music or
Yeah,
something. But my
probably.
opponent's music played. He had like Peso Pluma, and his song played the whole time, and they talked over it. Maybe they didn't talk over me. I don't know. Maybe
No,
he had kick.
they wanted to enjoy your walkout. That's why.
That's right. I guess so, huh? That
Yeah.
just had that effect on Steven Esparza and head kick audio.
Steven, front, something with an F. I probably said it
Steven
wrong.
fighting for the title.
Just say head kick audio.
head kick,
Head
yeah.
kick audio.
and then the other one, and they were just mesmerized.
Yeah,
It was-
you know what? Speaking of Adrian right now, you said he's gonna be commentating on this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
nice.
Adrian, like, bro, Adrian's amazing on the
AJ?
mic. Adrian
Adrian
from ESPN.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I
Adrian.
do want AJ to commentate,
Oh,
bro,
yeah,
because
crush
you want an expert in it. Like, you want a fighter.
Yeah.
You want the fighter aspect of like the, of what's going on in there.
yeah, the
And-
fighter's perspective.
Yeah, someone with like personality, and AJ would be. I'm gonna ask him. AJ would be great as a commentator.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dang, you
Yeah.
shouldn't have brought him up. Now I'm gonna look bad.
How about you fight AJ and then winner gets the spot, dude?
Oh yeah, no problem.
You
Yeah,
wanted
you
that
know what?
bad?
Come by tomorrow for sparring. Whoever wins the sparring.
Yeah, I mean, I could fight it. Will I win? No.
I mean, can you fight him? Yeah, but will you
Absolutely.
Will you win?
I can't.
Yeah.
Will I remember it? No.
No, but yeah, man. Even in the commentating team, bro. Like we got the who's who.
Yeah. Is Burchett coming back to do the announcing?
He'll be the announcer.
Nice.
Yeah,
he killed it.
for his first time ever doing. At first, he was nervous, bro. He was great
sure.
out there, man.
Yeah. Nah,
Yeah,
he
there's
fucking killed it.
That's a special skill right there. You got to be able to hold the tune.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And it's like that's how I was telling him once. I was like, dude, like I used to watch you in UFC, and now you're here working with us. Like that's cool. Like it's crazy.
And
you
he
know?
comes and does seminars for us,
Yeah.
and it's like it's great.
Nah, he's
He's
a
a wealth
dope
of
guy.
knowledge.
Super. Yeah, exactly, bro. His MMA knowledge is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Super simple things that make a world of a difference. So he has 2 fighters on the card. So expect that to be a good fight, man. He has this one kid that he's been trying to get on a card forever. He's been hyping him up like crazy. His name is Richie Galvan.
Mm-hmm.
He's fighting I forgot his last. Jonathan Baca from Jackson's at 125. But Burchett and his team are like super hype on Richie Galvan. So I'm expecting like a crazy good fighter.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good fight, man. Because Jonathan Baca's striking is crazy. He's a striker. He's really good, man. And he's coming off a win. One of the Cruises shows, he won out there, so should be a good fight.
Well, that's exciting, dude. I'm definitely excited for CFC. Anything else we want to highlight before we wrap it up?
Me,
You.
yeah.
We're just gonna like pan the camera to you and
at
just hold it there.
Kanye is my pops. Instagram.
Yeah.
I need to post more.
You need to
I'm
post
not
more.
very good at
If
posting.
you follow Jeremy, it's like a dead page. Like,
Yeah, it's dead. I realized something. I will like create a reel or I'll create some content and I'll get ready to post it and I can't hit the button.
You get
I'm
intimidated.
like 3, 2, 3, 2. I'm like, okay, just do it,
I'm
Jeremy.
gonna
Just do it.
them for you.
And
You
then I
gotta
do
send
it,
it, dude.
and then I run away from my phone and I start pacing, and I'm a mess, and I can't sleep at night. I'm like, oh my god, what are people gonna think?
It's like
But I
when,
need
you,
to
when
stop.
you send a risky text and you throw your phone and you run away.
Yeah, that's how I feel when I post on Instagram. It's weird. Like story posts, I can do. Someone records a video of me, that's fine. But when
Yeah.
it's me making a video of myself or even
Yeah.
recording myself, I don't know. I can't handle it.
Yeah.
Well, I can eventually. And I'll get there. I'll
Yeah,
get there.
I mean, if you're a fighter, you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
You have
right.
to-
In today's-
you have to follow. You know what?
Today's day and age is different.
You have to follow the Guapo way. Guapo is great
Oh
at that.
gosh, yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He is.
We didn't even talk about that.
We barely talked about
But you know what?
Guapo.
Yes. One of the El Paso's biggest stars, Victor El Guapo Santillan, is finally making his professional debut.
The actual biggest ticket seller.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
CFC.
Yeah.
The real one.
He's been the biggest one.
And I think he's going to come out and he's going to be a completely different fighter than what we saw last year. Because he's leveling up every aspect of his game from what I've seen.
And when he was supposed to fight Joseph Perez, he trained his ass off for that fight. So, like, is still playing like right now. Like he's kept that momentum and he's training hard
because he's been training for months. Because he was going to fight at the last CFC and it fell
His
off.
last fight was almost a year ago.
Wow.
So he's been
it was
training.
October. I remember I was there. I was working the T-shirt stand.
Yeah. That's
So
right.
I saw it, and it was a 5-round war.
Yeah,
with that
he got
dude.
it split. Yeah, it was a tough fight for him, man. Guapo had some grueling ass fights, man.
What is he? What weight class is he?
170.
170.
But eventually we're gonna drop him to 55.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Damn,
is
dude,
he
that's a
gonna make? What's he gonna have to cut off
Bro,
his
it's
leg or
crazy because
something?
like I don't know how I'm bigger than him. Like we stand next to
I
each
think
other.
you're taller, but he's thick.
Yeah, he's big,
built.
bro.
Yeah,
He's got
thick.
that trunk on him.
Yeah.
I wish I had that trunk, man.
Yeah,
Like I could just rotate and generate power like that. That's where the power comes from. You know?
Yeah, I want to say it's that. I mean, but you're a wrestler too, so I don't know, man.
Something like that.
You guys are the same. Taekwondo. You started out Taekwondo, switched to wrestling, and now MMA.
Wrestling,
Like, yeah.
MMA.
Yeah, man.
All right. So what fight are you most excited for?
Man, I don't know. Oh, there's so many good fights. Guapo's fight for sure. That's gonna be a very good fight. Chris's fight, main event's gonna be really good. Cepeda and Calderon is gonna be good. Ian and Chavez is gonna be good. Bro, Andres Quintana's on the card. Like that bro, that guy's on the card. Watch that guy. Andres Quintana, he was on the Ultimate Fighter and he's fighting on CFC.
Yeah.
Like, bro, watch that guy.
It's a stack. It's a stacked card.
The stack card. I can't even tell you which one I'm most excited
I think
for.
I'm
bro.
biased because I train with Guapo all the time, so I'll probably say him.
Yeah.
Just to see his first pro fight and see how he's gonna look, and all this training and stacking up with skills he's been doing over the past year. Just see it pay off.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. No, same. I haven't seen him fight still.
No?
I've known him since for like this year, and I have yet to see him fight. So I'm definitely excited for that.
He's a great fighter, man. He has. You'll see him there someday.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in El Paso that you'll see them there someday. Yeah.
No, I believe it. I believe it. Especially now with what you guys are doing with CFC and just building that talent and
Yeah,
man.
and not even just people from my team. Like there's people from other teams in El Paso. They'll be there.
Yeah, no, El Paso is definitely there is a lot of talent. Even, I mean, MMA, boxing. We have Stephanie Hahn, who she's a
We have Jeremy West.
We have
that's
Jeremy
right.
West.
We got the exotic one.
Pro wrestling.
Pro wrestling.
I'll be in the ring.
You would be great at pro
I
wrestling.
want to do it one
Yeah,
day.
that's his calling. I think honestly.
I want to start training in it. It's pretty brutal though.
Well, they opened up a school here.
Yeah, in Segundo, right?
Oh, yeah.
Is it
Cinta
de Oro?
Cinta de Oro
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it'd be. If not, Juarez is right there, bro.
Coming for you.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap up here. Carlos, Jeremy, thank you guys so much for coming on board. CFC 5, October 18th. Speaking Rock Entertainment, guys, get your tickets. Don't miss out.
Don't miss out. We do giveaways all the time. It's like the chance of you winning our ticket are like, they're super high, man.
You just gotta take a picture of a billboard, send them a text.
Bro, literally just take a picture of a billboard and
just
send it to
send
us.
CFC a DM. Can I please get a free ticket? They'll give you a free ticket.
Or come to any of these shows that we do at Sun City Cantina. You'll get a free ticket.
It's that easy.
Even honestly, like I'm not even lying. If you bump into me at Walmart, at the gym, anywhere, ask me for. I'll give you a ticket. Like
I'm gonna put his home address on the screen, so you just go to his house and get a ticket there.
Personal cell.
Yeah, follow me on Instagram. If you DM me enough, I'll give you a ticket. Like, yeah, bro.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. Big shout out to Sun City Cantina for hosting us here and CFC. And we're out of here.
Thank you for having us. Shout
Thank
out
you guys.
all
Peace
the
out.
media
Thank you.
team, El Paso media. Thank you.
Thank you.